Takes a while for
What's
that.
up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going?
Hello.
Welcome to WTF Happenings No Subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been one hell of a crazy week.
Mhm.
So how do you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm analyzing the situation as it comes up,
Yeah.
documenting literally everything. We have the SPJ panel. Our combatants have been selected. We have Sarah Butts. We have Chris Clue being an asshat as usual.
Yeah, I saw that whole thing, and it was kind of ridiculous that the whole joke about Nacho Shield.
Well,
That's an old joke.
yeah, but at the same time, it's like not your shield. Like, I mean, if you say it sounds like a racist caricature of not your shield, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
at the
and
same time,
what's
it's
it
like,
called is coming up. I gotta think of the word of it. Forget about it. That one event is coming up. SPJ, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
yeah,
airplay.
Okay, so who's doing it on Gamergate?
We haven't selected anybody. There is a committee that's going to select people for the debate.
they've already selected them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, William Usher, Alan Bakari, and two other people who I don't know.
I know Alan Bakari is actually a pretty good guy. That's Scrub Monkey, I believe.
Here, just give me a second. I'll scroll to the bottom of my huge fucking bookmark folder on Gamergate.
Are you kidding me? Almost anyone in Gamergate can take on the SJWs.
Yeah, I know Bakari is actually a pretty good guy. He's the one that tried to talk to the guys in Seattle
Mhm.
about that newscast, and he convinced them that it was a neutral stance.
Yep. Dave Rickey and John Smith are the other two people. I don't know who those people are.
John Smith, maybe. I don't know him personally, so I don't really know what he's capable of.
Mhm.
Holy shit! Tom Brady got suspended.
I
I
can't
just
really.
looked
Almost
on the-
perfect.
This is what I have to say. Take it from Tom Brady. You try to put the odds in your favor by cheating, you'll end up getting your ass bit.
Howdy, Batman. I'm sorry if we didn't get to notice. I was trying to set up everything.
Oh, I'm gonna try to track your. Oh, could you put it in the description
Yeah,
so I can find?
I'll put the link down for you. Hold on.
It looks like he can't join in the conversation tonight.
Who?
Yeah,
Vitabat.
right about. That's fine. I understand.
I tried setting up the stream again, like how you told me, through the Google, through the
Yeah,
YouTube
sure.
way, but it doesn't show the Hangouts. I can't do the Hangout way.
If you go through YouTube, it's complicated process.
Yeah.
I hate how
Um,
complicated it is.
What you need to do when you're doing the whole Google Hangout thing,
Yeah.
you'll notice down below when you go by the live thing, and you see on the right side there's a thing called link.
Yeah.
Click it right there,
And that's
and you'll see yeah. That's pretty much how it works.
Oh.
Sorry if we're holding back here. It's just we're been busy. It's been crazy. It's been interesting. Good evening.
So, yeah, I mean, like, it's been so crazy because, well, basically, that news about Sarah Butts, like, came out just confirming what we all knew already, right?
Yeah, we've been trying to point that out for months, and yet people don't believe us.
And just to tell everybody here, when Sarah goes to prison, she's gonna have a whole new nickname for the word butts because
No,
if this gets found
she
out
hasn't
true-
touched any children. She admits she
But
did.
I mean, still, child pornography could still get you in prison, though.
I know, and the fact is that the FBI was investigating this, and the fact is we found a whole bunch of shit that she did back in 2005.
I don't. Is that? Oh shit.
Yeah, we there was like a link, there was like a logs that she had that she was talking about some crazy ass stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's funny because I don't know why the anti-Gamergate side puts so much stock in what that person says. It's like, oh, Gamergate's out to ruin my life.
If
It's
she
like,
gets arrested for pedophilia, and this
She would
hits the
also
public
get
news,
arrested
I would
for
I
she
would
would
just
also
say
get
like this.
arrested for slander too.
Yeah, out of all the bullshit she said, I mean, heck, I was for the longest time I decided not to because I did not want to be personally targeted by the SJWs. But I was thinking of getting a lawyer after her calling me a rapist. I was thinking of getting a lawyer together
Well,
and filing a lawsuit against her for for slander, like what people
well,
said.
it is kind of funny that now they're gonna have to be pedo apologists.
Oh
well,
man.
yeah, because you had that whole, what was that dumbass paper bag guy going like, hey, Chan, hosts child
There's
porn.
one thing I want to address here, though. What happened with Review Tech USA? Could I do this for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Rich from Review Tech USA, he got a death threat on his channel and stuff like that.
I
And the
remember.
police officer said it'd be a good idea because maybe it could help us out. And I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it sounds right because they did it with Mr. Epsilon. They allowed Mr. Epsilon to post something about the whole encounter with the FBI. So I think it could have happened, but I'm not
How's
entirely true.
I know how
But
stupid.
but this is all I have to say. Andreadol, calm down, please. Calm down about it.
What happened?
He made a shitstorm of comments in the video. He got a little upset saying this is bullshit. You're bullshit, Rich. I'm just trying to
No,
say
no, he dealt with this before because I'm pretty sure people have threatened him or harassed him before about those little
Mhm.
things. I don't
But I
look
just want to tell everybody this. Everybody calm the hell down in that comment section. We're not sure if it's real or not, and that's all I have to say.
because it was funny. There was like one guy that pointed out that the name of the person, what was his name? Big Dutch Mute Scope or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Master Scope
MLG Master Dutch.
MLG Master
Tony MLG Master Dutch.
Tony
is one who
MLG
sent it to
Master.
Rich.
Sounds like one of them said it sounds like a 13-year-old retard
Yeah.
calling himself
No,
that name.
But I mean, come on now. This threat was there's a link to the video for you if you
I
haven't.
know. I seen the video.
I'm saying if Kyle wants to see it or
It's
not.
kind of sad because you don't just because you don't like the guy.
Doesn't mean you should threaten him.
Yeah, because that
Just like
just
the
makes
bomb
things
threats.
worse.
Just like what happened with Arthur Chu and the Gamergate convention or the Gamergate meetup, I should say.
And same with
Arthur Chu threatened, or no, Arthur Chu basically said it ends tonight, and when he said that, it basically opened up because Arthur Chu complained about it. It basically opened up as the company losing funds for that night, them having to have the entire DC police force go around skiffing the area. Bomb Squad, I'm sure Bomb Squad was down there because they said placed multiple bombs in the area, which is a terroristic threat in the capital of the United States. And this threat, it's not as big as that threat could have been, but still, too many games where Rich is going to be at. He threatened that area, so they're going to probably have to tighten security because of this threat. They're going to probably have to put more money in security, and yeah, they're going to have metal detectors and stuff like that it's
I think
these
what this
threats
proves,
make consequences.
I think what this proves is the theory that I've had from the beginning, which is that the trolls are a common issue for both sides,
Mm-hmm.
and people need to recognize that fact instead of drawing battle lines. It's like, oh, it's your fault that this is happening. It's like, no, this is a common problem. We're getting death threats. We're getting harassment on a level equal with you now. You can't claim that you're somehow being worse off because of it. We had a bomb threat against a bar full of people.
Yeah, and this is third-party people who think both sides are stupid and want to stir up controversy.
I have a feeling that I'm not sure yet. It could be third-party trolls, but I have a feeling that it was one of the aggros that sent the bomb threat to the
Well,
DC meetup because
well,
I wouldn't put it behind them.
yeah, because there was some comments that they said that were just ridiculously stupid, though. That we
Yeah.
saw that were recovered by people who basically archived it. Like one said they wanted to put make sure you put laxatives in their drinks.
Yeah.
Personally,
All I have to say is this: putting laxatives in the drinks could kill some people.
and I just don't like when they say that stuff. It's like when we hear we just laugh.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is we just laugh and make fun of them.
Mm-hmm. They scream like big babies when third-party trolls do it. And what makes me know that these threats could come from the SJWs is the threats Joss Whedon received.
I know, and it's like
a lot of death threats.
How is it that we're responsible for Josh Whedon's life? We didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
Because you can't control who says they're with Gamergate, right? That means we're responsible for things that people say they do in our name. So fuck yourselves, Gamergate.
But everyone was complaining about Black Widow. And it's like, I don't really give a crap about Black Widow. I know her character pretty well. We all read the comic books before. She's a very nice person. She always was, but if you get on her bad side, she will whoop your ass.
She's an assassin. What more badass could you get than an assassin?
I know, and the fact that she basically is trying to do her job. She's flirty with people. She's always been that way. She can flirt with Captain America for all I care and kiss him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. It's just that these people, the kind of person that we're dealing with, obviously. And,
yeah.
Shoot, I can even show you. Heck, there was like this guy named Count Blackula who basically said that Gamergate was stupid because he threatened Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
And basically said that Gamergate's stupid and blah blah blah, and they thought it was Gamergate. And he even tweeted saying that both sides are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Gamergate and anti-Gamergate are both stupid, and he basically explained it on a tweet. How can it be linked to us when we're not responsible when it was a troll? And it was proven the fact that there is a third-party troll.
There's another video I posted right there. I want to talk about this one because this one kind of got to me.
Why?
I hate this woman's guts. Her name is Freely the Banana Girl. She's a vegan YouTuber and an extremist vegan YouTuber, may I say so myself. And her recent video called What Do You Think? She basically says if they should not eat meat, then they don't have the reason to live. They should not live then, like that. So basically she's anybody that eats meat, you gotta
understand.
I have to say this little Australian woman, this tiny little stick-arms Australian woman, who in the past actually bullied people. It bullies people in the past quite a bit for being fat and stuff like that because they eat meat. I have to. I'm calling her out because I'm from a hunting area. I'm from an area of people that when they get an animal after they hunt, they don't waste it. They get as much as they could from the animal, and just a lot of poor people that live off of hunting that survive through certain times because they can hunt.
And I'm thankful that I got ribs.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thankful that I actually have the money to get food. And let me tell you something. For someone that lives under $1,000 a month, you could barely eat healthy. I'm being truthful here.
According to this one, vegans should go eat cock meat sandwich. Batman.
Oh yeah. Yes, man. Yes. Good. Okay, but what this woman's basically saying is just all meat eaters should die like that. Is how she's. I force people to change. This is what I have to say out here.
I think she needs a reality check from Ted Nugent.
I hope so, but all I have to say
Ted
is
Nugent would actually go up to her and take her to his house and invite her for dinner, and he'll put down the plate down right there, and he'll make you eat that shit point a gun at
Oh
you.
man.
That guy's
that's Ted Nugent for
yeah,
you.
that's
though.
Ted Nugent for you.
Yeah, but I'm being truthful on this one. This is to everybody out there. You cannot force people to do what you want them to do. This is what Anita Sarkeesian is doing. This is the vegan version of Anita Sarkeesian. This is the vegan version of Brianna Wu. They are that. This is a vegan version.
We'll call her Banana Woo.
Yes, Banana Wu. Even better.
Banana Woo, because Banana Woo sounds very cool.
Yeah, so
in
she's
that,
Banana Wu.
on a related note to Brianna Wu, in that article she just posted on, I don't know which website, but she says, time for the FBI to investigate Gamergate. She continues making the claim that, because this was proven to be a third-party troll with no connection to Gamergate at all. Besides, he even said he hated Gamergate. She continues to parrot the claim that he threatened to bomb with sarin gas the PAX or whatever she was at. But in reality, he was threatening Gamergate people.
And to hide the fact that Arthur Chu and his goons threatened to bomb an area, an entire block in Washington, D.C. When you say plant multiple bombs in the area vicinity, that means you're basically threatening to bomb a block in the state's capital. Is that worse? I'm saying both bomb threats are bad, but threatening the capital of the United States, I'm not going to be surprised if the people that sent those threats are already in an FBI cell.
You know what? It's like, wrong.
Go ahead.
It's terrible because, damn it, I lost my train of thought.
I'll say something right now, and you can think of something. The fact is that we're dealing with a group of people who basically know how to use Tor and 6 different proxies.
That ain't gonna stop the FBI. That's all I
know, and the fact that we're having a hard time trying to investigate the issue of this, that data forensics is probably going to try to figure this out eventually.
Okay, I remember what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, here's the thing. She says she has evidence of all these hard drives, and it's like, good, like, take it to them. We want these third-party trolls caught as well, right?
And you know what the funniest thing is if they tend to be her own side, what type of gain is she gonna get from that? And they're gonna say, "Oh, Brianna Wu told me to say these things." What's gonna happen then?
Well, we'll see.
She'll be investigated.
That's just a theory about what will happen.
Parents, lawyers.
That just goes to show you, like, how hard it is for online crimes to be prosecuted like that. Otherwise, I you know what? I would gladly, like, if they ever caught the person that made that Utah death threat against Anita Sarkeesian that she still claims is Gamergate related, I will personally go up to him and kick him in the fucking nuts. That fucking asshole.
I know.
You know what?
Those are fucking pricks.
I would go after the person who threatened several people's lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
All those people are dumbasses, and I hope they get caught. And just so they know the damage they've done to people's reputations, to make people fearful. Because, I mean, despite all of our differences with the anti-GG side, we don't want them getting death threats. We don't want them getting, like, unnecessary, like, harassment or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right. That implies that there's necessary harassment, but no, there isn't. We don't want anyone getting harassment or death threats or anything.
No.
It's a complicated situation, but when we try and say this to these people, they're like, well, then why do you got to drop all your anonymity and you got to drop the hashtag? And it's like,
you know what?
This is our hill. Okay?
Screw off, Will Wheaton. That's all I have to say, because he's the one that wanted to get rid of anonymity. All I have to say to him is, shut up, Wesley.
Well, maybe laws need to, like, be changed or adapted to fit the online climate, because, I mean, if it's so hard to catch these people, I mean, like,
that's the biggest issue, because we don't know who's responsible for what, because the fact is that whatever's said on the internet, like, for example, like, if a kid tries to threaten they would, if a kid tries to threaten to shoot up a school and does it on Twitter, they would take that stuff seriously.
Yeah, that's what happened a bunch after like the Newtown school shooting and stuff. A couple of jackasses here wanted to prove that you didn't need assault rifles to shoot up a school, so they threatened to shoot up a local school around here. I think it was in I'm not sure what, I think it was in Butte. But they threatened to shoot up the school with shotguns to prove that you didn't need an assault rifle to shoot up the schools, and they had to close the schools down. They take school shooting threats seriously.
Well,
when my high school bullies joked around saying, "Oh, he's gonna one day shoot up the whole school because he's being pushed too far," one of my teachers found out about that, and after being rushed to the office and stuff, and the police sitting there saying, and then they talked to me about this, and I'm like, I would never do that. They're just being assholes.
Mm-hmm. Also, I just want to point out to anyone listening and to anyone who catches this in the future, criticism of someone isn't harassment.
No.
So, like, people saying, like, well, you're targeting Zoe Quinn. No, a lot of us are criticizing her. There's a difference. And we can criticize someone just because
I don't
they
give a
say...
shit
Just because they say... Wait. Just because they say that if a person does a bad thing and they say, well, my personal sex life is not the public's business, it's like, you did something awful with your sex life. We gotta criticize that.
And there's actual proof that you've been at the game conventions and been that way in the past. I've heard stories, Zoe Quinn.
Yeah.
And I don't. And one thing, I don't give a shit what Zoe Quinn and Nathan Grayson do in a bedroom or whoever she's with. I don't give a shit about that at all. I don't. All I care about is the fact that Nathan Grayson should have disclosed it. He should have done that. This wouldn't have happened if he would have.
Yeah, but no. What I was saying was, like, if you use anything like to gain a competitive advantage or conflict of interest, and you can be criticized for that, and it's a good thing because we don't even care about who the other like 4 guys were.
No, you don't.
It's just Nathan Grayson and him.
And
I will state that although maybe we shouldn't have focused on Zoe Quinn as a
we should have focused on Nathan.
Yeah, we should have focused on Nathan Grayson, and I think we would do good to admit some fault.
We did.
Yeah.
We wanted Nathan Grayson's job. You know, he could have been suspended or let off.
They wouldn't have done
Kotaku,
that,
but they didn't do it.
That was the problem with Kotaku is they didn't punish Nathan Grayson for basically
they said Kotaku
unprofessional relationship. That's
Kotaku investigated and found that Kotaku's innocent.
Yeah.
Of all wrongdoing.
And you know what's so funny? And I have to say this: Kotaku's losing money. They're losing money.
Here's the thing I found out. This is the thing that made me laugh so bad. That made me question what the hell was going on in Gamergate. Why would the KKK go after a white woman?
Yeah, that's what I have to say.
That was the question. How can the KKK go after a white woman? I just don't get.
They don't. And plus, like with Brianna Wu, for instance,
a white woman.
And like with Brianna Wu, for instance, where was Brianna Wu born, and what kind of a family did she have before she was Mrs. Wu? I'm gonna say Mrs. Wu, so I don't stir up a lot of controversy there anymore with that.
That's another thing. I just gotta say, like, who cares? Like, it's not
relevant.
It's not relevant.
I'm saying this. What kind of family did she have? Why would the Ku Klux Klan attack her? Wasn't she from Mississippi to millionaire family?
I don't know. We see a lot of stuff equated with Gamergate, like Stormfront and UKIP for some stupid fucking reason. No, it's just one of those things where they try and demonize us by associating us with bad things, and yeah, it draws a lot of people in once they see the truth. But unfortunately, you still get Jesse Senegal or whatever his fucking name is going, oh, I browsed one page of Kotaku in action. That's my research on Gamergate.
Oh my god! And people like and psychos like what's their names? I can't think of their names. Like, they're just extremists on our sides, big extremists. There's the A-Team. I'm not trying to say the A-Team is all bad, but they've done a lot of shit.
No, they done a lot of crazy ass stuff that kind of helps the narrative that we're a bunch of harassers.
You know
It's
what?
so funny.
I have to make this point of why I dislike what I think of the A-Team is just I don't support the A-Team. I think what they're doing is wrong. I'm probably going to take flack for them by saying this, but I'm being truthful here. I think what they do is wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really
A-Team, if you're hearing this, go fuck yourselves. That's basically the
I
message.
don't really. Here's the thing. Sure, I do have my issues with A-Team, but they're not bad people. It's just they hate the fact that they think the whole tribalism and all this other bullshit happening.
Yeah.
You know, people treat them like crap.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows who they are, and no one realizes what they've been through because they've been researching, they've been helping giving out information. And what did we do? We shit on them.
Who?
A-Team.
Because
they actually
they did.
You want to know who actually leaked the whole information about Sarah Butts?
A-Team probably.
Yes, but it was also, I know someone from A-Team who was in that thing. That happened to be Rasputin. And he happens to be a part of A-Team. Sure. You know what? A while back, A-Team talked to me. Rasputin talked to me about something, and we had a talk on Twitter, and I understood what he felt. He just had enough, and he just wanted to troll. He wasn't having fun. He wasn't enjoying himself in Gamergate. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Not like I hate the guy, but he did leak the information about Sarah Butts.
Yeah, that was the only thing I could say about the A-Team that they did right. But other than that, it's just the amount of attacks that they're doing is just, it's uncalled for. That's what I have to put it as.
I could easily troll and pick a target. The only targets I would pick, but then again, they would pick everybody. Mm-hmm. I would go. It would possibly be Devin Ferrasi, and then spam a whole bunch of pictures of George Zimmerman in front of his face.
Yeah.
I would do that just to troll Devin Ferrasi because
Ferrasi hates Zimmerman.
Yeah,
everybody hates Zimmerman.
I know, but it's so funny that he just mentions George Zimmerman and Gamergate, and I'm thinking maybe we should spam more pictures of George Zimmerman in front of him and just keep spamming it at him.
You know what? I don't know why
everybody, but that would be the funniest thing ever. But then again, no one thought of that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because I could have thought better ideas than that shit that you guys pulled.
I hate that excuse. It's like, oh, I'm not having fun, therefore I'm going to be a troll shitpost.
Yeah.
That's exactly the attitude that we're fighting, right? It's just like,
it's just like it doesn't fit my narrative, so I'm going to make my own narrative. That's what happened with Sushi with her video. What ABC did to her. Poor girl. She basically had it as she posted she gave them their video and they put it in the wrong light, and they said to her, "It doesn't fit my narrative. That's why we put it in our own version."
That's like that's the problem. She was trying to be honest about it. Like she didn't counter. She just countered a couple of assholes that were playing on SK.
And what happened with Proto Mario? Like Proto Mario plays video games with his daughter a lot, and what he learned is that there are creepy pedophiles on there and stuff, and you have to like bring it to the FBI. It's like there have been people like that on the internet for the longest time, and I keep trying to tell everybody that they've been around. Where have you been?
Yeah.
I hate it sometimes. It's like you're trying to build this narrative that Gamergate actually is like what it's for, what we all keep saying it's for, and what we keep trying to take action in favor of. But then you get assholes like these saying like, "Oh, I just want to have fun and troll people." And it's just like, dude, context. It's why you don't show a bomb in an airport nowadays. Sometimes you need to not do certain things at a certain time to not look like a fucking idiot.
remember there was how you said bomb at the airport. There was a movie with Ben Stiller in it. I forgot what it was called, but Meet the Family or something like that. I'm not sure which one was called, or the parent. I'm not sure which one was called, but he goes on the airplane near the end of the movie, and he says, "It's not like I have a bomb in here," and they all go, like that, and he went like bomb, 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 bomb. I said so many times in Ben Stiller comedic version, but yeah, that's just a point. People get overly sensitive because of horrific events, like for instance, September 11th. You say the word bomb on an airplane, people overreact.
Yeah, it's like that's why I don't like people mocking, like, because I have no doubt that Brianna Wu is actually getting harassment. It's just she's blaming it on the wrong people.
Yeah,
but
it's
the context. I remember a while back, there was,
and they're not even the real trolls either.
I'm trying to remember what I was talking about too. Damn it, this is happening a lot to me today.
But the only thing they did right was, but what they did was kind of funny though. That just made people laugh at that whole debacle with what was that article that one lady wrote about Gamergate, that they were involved with the whole the Boston loot crew.
Yeah.
That one was just ridiculous because she interviewed the wrong person, and that person just went.
It's like you got to do your research, and that involves not trusting some random asshat who says, "Oh, I'm the leader of Gamergate. You should interview me."
Yeah, and that's what that one dickhead David Pacman first interviewed. The idiot who David Pacman first interviewed with the second round of interviews. I keep forgetting his name.
Vox Day.
He acted like he was the leader of Gamergate. And then,
no, he wasn't the leader of Gamergate.
No, but he acted like it.
Yeah, but he said he's not the leader of Gamergate. He knows about it.
What we are in is we're in like a two-front war now. It's like against trolls and against anti-GG.
Anti-GG is easy. All you have to do. Trolls
mock them,
are the real.
But trolls are the real problem for both sides. I don't know why they don't recognize this.
I've been fighting trolls for 15 years, as long as I've been using the internet regularly, and I've been doing it just independently, not just wanting to see what cartoon shows there are. It's just like I've been using it just when in my teens, basically. I put it ever since. Yeah, I've been fighting trolls. I've been like, man, you people are messed up.
Mm-hmm.
There's some messed up people on the internet. There are pedophiles on the internet, and I could tell you for certain that they're pedophiles. I've had friends about DeviantArt. You know DeviantArt. Everybody does. If you haven't known it, you haven't been on the internet that long. DeviantArt. I've had friends who post like pictures of their kids or little siblings on there, and just the most perverse things these douchebags say on there.
Well,
about prepubescent children, and I keep trying to tell them they're just trolls. They're gonna say that all the time. Report them to the FBI, but it's just really a troll.
There's not much you can do either with internet anonymity, and it's such a hard puzzle to unravel sometimes. I mean, like I actually do want to work with people like on the anti-GG side to try and figure out a common cause that we could all like kind of like support, right? It's like everyone is not for corruption in journalism of any kind or collusion or unethical practices. Like with that whole UVA rape hoax, that was just like a concurrent event that kind of like proved our point. And we could fight the trolls together, or we could at least do more things, more good together than we could.
The funny thing is, they don't focus on the trolls. They focus on the people that are talking to other people on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. It's like, how dare you talk with the other side?
It's like they don't understand the issue.
No, And then I read, what was it, an article recently said, oh, and Gamergate, which despite what their supporters say is vitriolic towards women, is just like, fuck yourself. When you make statements like that, back that shit up. Don't just say it. It's like, oh, my opinion on Gamergate is correct because I say so. It's like, do your fucking research, then show me proof, and then you can say you've done research. After that, if you can't do that simple thing, then your opinion is fucking shit and you know it. It's why when I wrote the 2 Gamergate articles for 2 Dash Dash, I included links and links and links of stuff. You gotta back up what you say.
I know, and the problem is, when we try to point out those things, they just block us.
Yeah.
Because it's like they don't understand that this is the reality of the situation. Hey, Micro, how's it going? Sorry if we didn't pay attention to the chat. I'm looking at tweets. A guy's asking me about Daehan Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Daehan Shark happens to be the artist or the illustrator for Rodinworks, who did the
Who did
Vivian James.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah. Who did the illustration for Vivian James? I know it's a team of 3 people, I believe, or 4.
Oh,
there's Mombot, which I feel bad about.
You know what would be great? Pepper Kester dressing up as Vivian James.
I felt bad for the guy. He was trying to communicate the issue, and what happened was he was trying to defend. He was trying to defend Roguestar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you probably saw the blog post that happened, and what happened was Daehan Shark kind of, was trying to explain what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of had an argument or something.
And?
Well, right now he's leaving. Daehan Shark wants to leave GG because of Slade and Eisner.
Oh.
Yeah, well, Rogue has done some shifty shit.
Yeah.
That's another problem. It's like we do have some dumbasses and idiots doing shady shit.
What did Rogue do that was so shady?
Well, the whole Solution 6 posting all the information like unedited.
Yeah, you have to be careful in what you post.
Yeah, and a lot of people, there were some operations that he tried to attempt, and I understand that Solution 6 was just meant to be a joke. It's like,
okay, come on, man.
Someone donated a grenade to Goodwill.
What?
Yeah, and sad, because there's a guy named Chick Gamer Girls Garage. You don't support Gamergate mixing the races a bit extreme.
Okay, you have to post me the link to this article. I have to tell my mom that she shops at Goodwill all the time.
Who? Goodwill?
Yeah, my mom.
Apparently, it was a Japanese grenade. So.
Oh.
Like World War II issue.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. That was just a hilarious thing I found when browsing CNN just now. But yeah.
Thanks.
Like you have these shifty things going on within Gamergate and anti-GG all the time. Not just like it's just a matter of course of the internet.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit going on. Like I'm trying to look for the screenshots, but all I see are just you understand the meaning and you said English up.
Hello, what's happening?
Hey, how's it going, Sonic?
Yeah, tired. I just finished Sleeping Dogs. It was okay.
Yeah, I saw you playing that thing on live stream.
Yep.
Oh, mind me, I should.
Yeah, he's been
So,
streaming that shit for. Yeah, I've been playing.
yo, what the fuck is going on with Rogue and Icer and shit?
Oh, you heard?
Oh, there's some shit that's happening between all
Yeah,
that.
between Dan Shark, who have Dahan Shark, and what happened was what happened was, from what I understand, according to someone from Reddit, I understand Dahan Shark tried to say something in English, and it was probably misinterpreted, and Eisner kind of said, learn the language first, then perhaps someone will understand you.
Oh, the Japanese developers, Icer. Oh, okay, yeah, I was wondering who you were talking about. Yeah, that was a dumbass move. You don't insult people because they can't speak English properly. I mean, people have different levels of education, you dumbass. Icer, smarten the fuck up.
Yeah.
Who insulted who in English?
Margaret Gale.
Margaret Gale did this? Oh my god. You should learn that when you insult people on their language barrier, you will be in for a lot of shit.
And that's why the Japanese are leaving the Ronin Works are leaving the Gamergate thing. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the article that they were claiming this shit happened.
You know, so once you edit the sound clip of me just saying Icer, smarten the fuck up, and just spam that to her on her Twitter, just to make her listen.
Well, no one's gonna do it because there's a lot of people that really like her, and I understand that she's.
Well, she's good for
we don't need to be moderates on this. You could be as extreme as you want. Someone that wants to insult people because their level of English.
Yeah,
and the fact that they weren't born in the U.S., if they weren't born in the U.S. or any English-speaking country, they have a right to misinterpret.
Because according to him, he's the illustrator.
Yeah, it's like you don't say shit like you talk like a friggin' caveman. No, if you said that to me, I would block you faster than anything on the planet. That's just not right. You don't do that to people. People make mistakes even. Oh my god. I saw that and my blood literally boiled. I was like, "Geez, why are you saying this?"
And this is why Slade and them need to calm the fuck down and listen about what's going on.
Yeah, it's like
they don't realize what he was trying to explain. I understood what he was trying to say, because in Japan they're having the same fucking problem. Except it's not in video games. It's in the anime industry, the manga industry, and they had to deal with the whole social justice warriors issue. Even the media talked about this in the U.S., talking about that anime is showing all this teenage girls naked and shit, and I'm like,
oh man, these people are like Islamists. Like radical Islamists. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult regular.
Yeah, and they're dealing with that situation.
Yeah, so it's like, oh my god, this stretches all the way, into every aspect of culture. This is why Gamergate is so fascinating to me and why I've been documenting it, because you have all these battles over cultural criticism, unethical practices in media. Bias in media, which relates to ethics, and part of the reason why everything that these games media people say and claim is part of Gamergate. It's just so many issues, and I don't understand why people seem to think that saying this game is sexist doesn't somehow also imply that the people who play it are also sexists. It's like, no, we just need you to be more considerate of the social messages. It's just like, I'll choose what I want to consider, and sometimes if I play a game, I'm just playing the game, not being a sexist if I play the game. And I happen to enjoy how quiet from Metal Gear Solid looks. That doesn't make me a sexist.
Oh, by the way, do you hear about the Quiet figurine?
Yeah.
It has boobs, physics.
Oh yeah, I heard about that thing. About the Kojima was like posting this on his thing, and he was showing the figure of what's her name of Sniper.
Quiet.
Quiet, yeah, Quiet. Quiet Wolf.
It's quiet. She
Quiet?
doesn't have a, yeah, she doesn't quiet.
Just Quiet?
Yeah, her name is Quiet.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
She looks like Sniper Wolf.
Yeah.
No,
I
Sniper
kind of like
Wolf is a Russian blonde.
Yeah, but they had several different versions of her cloned.
Wow, the
What?
fact that you know that just confirmed you are a bigger nerd than any of us here.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I know. Because they cloned her, and it's like Quiet looks like another version of Cry Wolf, and it's like
I don't know. Because remember, you're talking about a clone of Wolf, which is years later after Quiet.
yeah, it's
Quiet
weird though.
is
But
years later.
yeah, this whole quiet thing is like I saw this interview. Someone was asking about Gamergate and just like quote unquote sexist media representations of women. And the interview told him, "You have two daughters," as if to imply like you should be more concerned about this because you have two daughters. It's just like, oh, for God's sakes. You know, people can choose what media they want to consume. And it was funny. It was like, this is what feminist porn looks like, Link. I read that article that this person wrote. It's just like, all porn is sexist and you shouldn't be enjoying it. You should be enjoying feminist porn more often. It's like, you're free to enjoy that shit if you want. You know, some of us like other things. It's called capitalism, you dumb fucks.
Yep. And they don't know the word of it. They don't know the meaning of it. That's why they're socialists.
Yeah, they would rather take everything away because it might cause harm. And you know what? Movie Bob had actually the best response to this before he became a fucking retard. He's like, I don't want art starting to get censored because of something that might happen. Because that's the wrong approach. And because art is sacred, it's our only form of immortality that we have. If my vision is going to get distorted because of someone complaining that a certain character or something is sexist or racist or whatever, I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm not gonna like bow to these people. If they
What
don't want
happened
to
to
watch
Movie
my
Bob?
movie, play my game, they
Movie
don't have to
Bob?
do that.
Yeah, I always wondered what happened to that guy, why he went so crazy.
I think he met Anita Sarkeesian, and you know the personal effect. Once you meet someone, you're more likely. Once you know someone personally, you're more likely to believe what they say. So, I
And
think
you know
that's
what?
partially what's in effect here.
And that's what happened. You know, the outcome, he lost his job.
Yeah. And he started insulting people. He thinks conservatives are evil, and it's just like, dude, come on. They're people, you dumbass.
Yeah, and he just wasn't. Go ahead.
What?
He just wasn't reasonable with everybody in Gamergate. He just kind of said that everyone in Gamergate should just die.
Mm-hmm.
I just found I saw a video someone put on Twitter, and it's actually DSP being Red Pill. Like he was talking like all the shitty shit Teen Schafer is doing, and like Teen Schafer is just a fucking asshole who sucked Anita Sarkeesian vagina and argue and bitch about Gamergate 24/7. Just shut the fuck up and like what? This came from DSP. I was like. Actually made me laugh. It made my day.
Yeah, it's just Ronan tried to start an argument with Icer, and Icer insults them to get super butthurt, and they leave GG. It's an overreaction shrug. Some people get oversensitive. Yeah. It's kind of like that, except...
Well, here's the thing. Movie Bob has this wonderful like idea of social critique. It's just like, no one else knows what's best for them. He actually said that. It's like,
there
you
are those
people don't
kind
know
of
what's
people.
best.
I know, it's like...
And what I have to compare him to, when I talk about this, when I compare him to somebody, I compare him to the Republican Party trying to tell women what's good for them. I compare him to that because they're basically doing the same exact thing. Anyone there?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, it just went quiet all of a sudden.
Oh, you're talking.
I'm done talking.
You're done talking. It's been slow. Other than all this thing happening. You guys talk about deep freeze?
What happened?
Deep freeze. You talk about it?
No.
Well, it's a website that Gamergate did. It has a whole list of all the shady journalists for people to see. In people don't know what Gamergate is and what the hell is going on. But Deep Freeze is practically a user-friendly archive. Oh well, I'm gonna be going. I just came here. I didn't know this was live. I'm not planning to talk. See you later, guys.
See you later.
Yeah.
All right. Everything okay?
Yeah.
If you can get her done,
Get her
I
done.
will cover Pax Prime for you. If not, no biggie. All right. So yes, going back to Gamergate, we have the SBG board selected, and they're going to have a debate on journalistic ethics with them. I think on Airplay.
Okay.
That's fine. I just hope it turns out okay. Because they've been trying. Because like I had to agree with Oliver about it. For months they've been trying to silence us.
And now they can't anymore.
I know, and it's like it's just retarded. Because they don't want to talk to the other side. They just want to, let this whole thing die. Hoping this would disappear. And it's like they don't realize what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I just hate it. I just hate that. Because the other side wanted to talk to the other side, but the other side doesn't want us to talk to them.
Yeah, it's like we're on the right side of history, therefore we're right, and you're wrong. It's like, dude, there's no sides on this. History decides organically after the fact. It doesn't decide during the moment.
Yeah,
No,
and they believe that history's full of liars thing. You get to write the story. Victors get to write the story as they believe. Not all the time. But they can try. But they can fail.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm writing a short. I'm going to be writing a book on this whole thing, and just like sorting through all the myriad, threads of thought, the historical correlations. It's a massive thing to understand. It's understandable that a lot of these people don't want to actually dive in deeper because it takes a lot to get through the surface of what's going on here. Not just ethics in games journalism. It's like ethics everywhere and reactions to radical ideologies and stuff.
Yeah, because it's kind of crazy how the reaction to ideologies are just simply interesting. When they bring up, what about the black people? What about the people of color? What about the midgets? What about the gnomes? What about the elves and the other kin and all that other stuff? We're like, what?
They're just getting desperate. That's all they're doing.
I know. It's like they keep making up this whole thing, trying to make up a whole different type of terrain for us to discuss the issue, and it's like, you're trying to derail it, aren't you? Ridiculous, right?
This is it's all like completely terrible shit, and I quite frankly, yeah. These people will be looked on as idiots in the future because once all the information gets out, like the information will be there, the proof will be in the pudding, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, it drew attention to this important issue, therefore every single thing that we did in the name of it was justified." Just so you know.
I know, and they just bring up some stupid ass shit.
Mm-hmm. And in the end, it's going to be people are just not going to take their crap anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Give it 10 years. People will look back on this and they'll be like, man, this is different than what we heard.
I know. It sucks too because we've been going back and forth with these people about the issues and they just ignore it. Like
they don't want to listen because they assume they're right. And like me, I can say I'm right about this because I actually did a lot of research. I have, like I said, thousands and thousands of bookmarks. You would not believe the amount of stuff I have. Like it literally, it's almost breaking my computer sometimes. Like just opening it.
Yep.
And once you do research, once you are properly versed, yes, then you can voice concerns and criticisms and not look like a fucking idiot. Which is what Liana K, like despite our disagreements with her, and justifiable disagreements, shit, what was I gonna say? Damn it. She's done her research and she can voice an opinion, and you know what? We can respect her opinion because, well, she knows what's going on at least. Even though I have to take issue with her.
She's
after the GG and DC bomb threat.
Mm-hmm.
She basically wrote on her Twitter, it's like, I can cover a bomb threat made against gamers, or I can just write about video games.
You know what?
Write about video games.
All I have to say is shut the hell up, Liana K. You haven't done anything for us. You're doing a lot against us. You're damaging us seriously here. Just be careful with what you say, Liana.
All right. The thing I have an issue with her is she's just basically just crazy by what she pulled on that live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly disagreed with her about those issues, and she thinks that I'm attacking her. No, I just disagree with you because you went off on Anderdal's stream. Personally, I respect Anderdal. He didn't deserve that.
No,
he was trying to be respectful. Everybody was being respectful towards you, and yet you went off on a rampant rant saying that Gamergate did this to your career, did some crazy shit to your career. No, we just called you out on a certain issue. We're not trying to blackmail you.
Yeah, but Liana K, like, I just gotta say also, this will be like almost my final word on her. She keeps on saying Gamergate attacked me. It's like, dude, come on, you know what's actually going on. You're kind of being a dick right now, Liana.
I know. And we try to point that out to her. It's like you're being
unreasonable,
and we had to go with the fact that you kind of mentioned something about Witcher 3.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Witcher 3 was full rape.
Ugh.
It's like
she's starting to show signs that she's a social justice warrior.
Yeah, and that kind of tells you about her. It's like we're not trying to hate her or attack her. It's just like, Liana, calm the fuck down. We're not trying to hurt you.
We're just trying to criticism is meant to improve your outlook on this whole thing. Like when we criticize you, we're not trying to force you out. We're just trying to make sure that you actually like improve your opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
And and then she does that like attitude where she just like, here we go again attitude that she tries to say when we criticize her. She shoots that attitude around so much. It's like, I know that type of, I know how that works. I know how. I think she's full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But whatever, we'll get. She's done her research, so she knows what she's talking about in some aspects of Gamergate. So we can't like demonize her, but we can still criticize her on the fact that she still says Gamergate is attacking me. It's like criticism is not harassment. God, stop saying that.
And just so you know, you're blacklisted for her. You're like, Andreadal basically refuses to have you on his streams anymore. And
Why?
Just because of the things she said. And a few other people involved aren't allowed either because of what they said.
Yeah. And it's like, this is the kind of stuff that we're dealing with right now.
I'm
It's
blacklisted
kind
on
of
Android's stream. I was on that.
no,
quite recently.
you were on that stream. It's just Enerdal. I haven't really been on Enerdal streams lately. I've been busy.
I have.
Yeah, I've been busy. I've been
I've been
often
on all of his streams. I know what's been going on. Like Monday, or like for instance, if we were really bad, Proto Mario wouldn't have jumped on our streams. We had Proto Mario on.
Yeah, I'd probably invite some people in if they want to come in. They're open to come in and chat with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just send me a Twitter. It's at Hero for Nuts.
Yeah, he's a hero for nuts.
Yeah,
and
don't
he thinks that
blacklist
Zan
me.
is
I like
fine.
talking with the British dude.
And he thinks Zan was right.
Yeah, I think Zan was right when he pointed out some issues.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also the fact that he was right about the other stuff that's going on in Gamergate, that why are these people doing this is because, well, let's just say that it has something involved to do with Common Core and all that other crazy shit going on, the conspiracies that confirmed everything was true.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, Zan could be at times a conspiracy theorist nut, but what can you say?
But he's right.
He's right on most of the
Our
parts.
worst fears of the conspiracies that were happening in Gamergate are true.
Yeah.
And it's just scary how these people are trying to interject social political stuff in order to promote social ideologies into games to educate
They
kids
shouldn't
into
do
these
that.
ideas.
I thought that's kind of a...
It's a good thing, but at the same time the wrong thing. When you could have done that with educational games.
Yes, yeah, they should have done that with educational games.
And they could easily fund that into schools, and it's like.
But they don't want to work with schools. They don't like schools. Since when do they want to help with schools?
They should. They should care about schools. If they're concerned about racism and all that other stuff, they should educate that to children.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
That means they would have to actively do something.
But they should do it under academic terms, not on, because it's like they try to promote. You remember when those after-school specials about drugs and such?
Yeah.
so I
that
just
didn't-
asked him if I was blacklisted off the stream. Apparently, I'm not.
Well, I'm not going to be blacklisted, so.
What?
Andrea doll. I asked him if I was
Andrea doll's
blacklisted
stream.
off the streams.
No.
No, I'm not.
You would have to do a lot of shit to be for him to refuse to let you on the streams. You have to do a lot of shit. Wrong.
I am free when through Friday.
But that's all I have to say. You can't get kept from the streams just because.
Yeah, I think people enjoy me anyways. They like having a person they can point to and laugh at. So I exist to entertain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he basically does a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. I respect people
He opened up the whole. He opened the whole open house thing because the fact that people were like getting bored with Gamergate, it was like because ever since Robin Gething left, everything went downhill.
Yeah, and we needed to have something new. And
Yeah.
Zan wasn't doing enough of them, and Zan's streams weren't happening enough, and
I think Zan right now is probably busy with a lot of stuff because he's been busy with his life right now, school and such. Same with the whole news thing that we're doing for Ship
Yeah.
2 Block 20.
yeah,
Oh man, that's a lot of work.
yeah, Michael, yeah, go to ship2block20.com right now. Just trust me, if you want that website to keep going, you have to go to it.
Yeah, he just recently published a review of
Titan.
of
Attack on
Titan,
Titans.
the Attack on Titan on 3DS.
Was he one of the first that did it? Almost it was like
One of the many few.
one of the many few. Yes, the fact that he actually has that much, that fact that he could review those games is good.
Yeah, he beat that game under 2 hours. He told me about it. I was like, man,
yeah.
I wish I could beat that game under 2
How was
hours.
Splatoon? He talked about Splatoon.
Oh, it's so fun.
It is.
Yes, I played the heck out of it.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
I didn't get to do the morning one, but oh man, it was so fun. The controls were kind of, like it was kind of like the gamepad itself was kind of like the the version of where you could actually turn the camera and actually shoot stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It was
man.
just so fun. I was like, and of course, the purpose of the game is, yes, you can kill your enemies, but you also have to make a mess of the whole place by painting the whole, the walls and the.
Yeah,
That right there is what I call a system seller.
Yeah, there was a theory going around actually that it was an alternate universe if Mario failed in Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, man.
And Michael actually did have a lot of fun with that game. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
And even Matthew was
Stupe. Yeah.
Sorry to get his name out there, but
he's on the website if you want to know. He's on Ship to Block. He's an intern.
Yeah, it was kind of fun seeing how that whole thing turned out because I enjoyed that game on Wii U. It was like one of the few games that you just had to play and just hope that it would make a difference because it's like
the Wii U's a good
tough and frustrating for me to get killed every time, but it was just fun. I just couldn't. It was so addicting too.
All I have to say is the Wii U's a good console. Nintendo just doesn't know how to handle it.
No, they just don't know how to market the whole thing because they didn't
handle.
I played what was it, Bayonetta 2 on Wii U. That was a phenomenal game, and
I agree. I played it too. It was actually.
I played Bayonetta 2.
It won Game of the Year, 2-Dash. That's how good it was.
Yeah, and I wished I played the online thing. I just didn't like the online thing.
That was the smartest thing Nintendo could ever done, Bayonetta.
Yeah, I just didn't like the online multiplayer thing where you had to bet on how to beat a monster in 60 seconds or something. That whole you got to compete to kill the monster thing.
Yeah,
okay.
They obviously there's room for improvement, but still, Bayonetta 2, like
I know.
I don't like how other games that last year got so much damn hype. And
I know.
Like a Dragon Age Inquisition, Game of the Year. And it's like, no.
Dragon Age deserved that reward. Shoot. But it's like they just were like, we're going to give it to Dragon Age because it deserves a reward. It's like, I didn't really think that game was fun.
It wasn't. Dragon Age Inquisition?
It was a grind fest. It was really a grind.
BioWare has been losing their edge for a long time now.
And of course, they
started with
had
Mass
the whole
Effect and 3.
But you know what? I'm surprised Nintendo did the one smart thing. They didn't do microtransactions on Bayonetta.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because I was like, oh, this game is so fun. It has no microtransactions.
Microtransactions have been around for so long. I remember them on the MLB games, like the MLB The Show games. They've been around since, like, I remember when I first started buying them in 2011. That's how long I've been around.
And as for the whole Color Cabal thing, oh man.
The Color Cabal?
Yeah.
Oh man.
that whole incident. I'm gonna have to change the subject about the Color Cabal.
The Color Cabal?
Yes, the Color Cabal. Since someone had to bring that up.
In the chat?
Yeah, Micro.
Oh, come on.
I haven't
damn you, Micro. Damn you.
Do we have to talk about this now?
Yeah, the whole Color Cabal thing. A lot of people are saying that the man in green is the new E-celeb.
Oh, I love that.
I'm tired of the E-celeb bullshit that runs around. I mean, the most humble person I ever met that could be considered an E-celeb is Proto Mario. Out of all of them, the rest act like uptight assholes at times.
I know,
and the other one is Mercedes, but I mean, they're like the only ones I've met. That
I think Mundane Matt's all right.
Yeah, Money Matt's okay. I
Yeah,
don't really
I
have
could
an
be-
issue with them. I don't really think everybody gives him credit for what he was trying to do, because he was trying to speak out and defend the whole issue about Gamergate, but people just keep shitting on him.
just
Yeah.
because
He actually
they have
had a
nothing
recent
better to
video
do.
where he actually managed to animate the skull to speak his line.
Oh yeah.
That was cute. I was like, oh, isn't that cute? I actually like that video. I'm not gay.
Which really should be talked about once they come up. I don't think Diz will be okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell Michael.
Oh man,
What?
doesn't Lily Collins look like Audrey Hepburn?
Who?
Lily Collins.
Oh,
Yeah, the color couple, the Man in Blue, the Man in Black, the Man in. That was like they named it after the Man in Black because it's like.
You know what? Ashley Lynch, when she was having that Twitter argument with me the other week, she basically said, "Oh, this is proof that Gamergate is bad," and then she posted me a link to a Man in Black Storify, and she's like, "Oh."
Man in Black's not a reasonable source.
No.
He's not a reasonable source. He's just crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just people just don't like what Man in Black's doing. He does some really shady, offhanded stuff too. It's not like we knew about it. He can convince Mercedes Carrera. He can convince everybody that these people are harassing. They kicked everybody out of Gamergate because they were being racist. I'm like,
They kicked a dog. Gamergate.
yeah, they kicked Sarah's dog. Oh my God, they're horrible people.
AT shit posted Brown and Blue about the death of our dog. Gamergate.
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 yeah, they can blame Gamergate all they want, but they're just full of crap.
Yeah.
They're
Go ahead and.
assholes. Well, here's the thing. Brianna and Woo's still using that as proof that Gamergate is evil. It's like, they harassed me, they emotionally terrorized me about my dog. It's just like, dude, trolls. We have them.
We have them too. We had, what's his name, try to say that we did a false flag operation against us, and that was Pterodax.
Oh my god.
And yet people just don't understand what Pterodax is.
To be honest, it's like a lot of the culture clash we're seeing here too is a lot of these people are saying like, oh, you're acting like channers in the real world, and you shouldn't act like a channer in the real world, like, using the word faggot, using code words that only mean certain things to channers or chan culture or online anonymity culture, and they're like, oh, you can't use that in normal spaces or social media spaces and expect people to.
Since when have they ever been social?
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, they're like trying to say you got to be civil outside of chan culture and safe spaces for everyone, everywhere, at all times. You can't say that shit ever. And it's just like they're using that as proof that we're somehow evil because we use certain words a lot. It's just like, that doesn't. I'm new to chan culture, and I know that when a channer says the F word, they're not actually homophobic. They're using it as a term of endearment more than anything.
Yeah, like they use that word to be like, oh, stop being a faggot.
Yeah.
Stop being an idiot or something like that.
That's used on these streams all the time.
I know.
And
it's not a big deal. It's just people just like to say that. It's like it's mostly used as a way to say stop it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's honestly a lot of this is just basically them looking at 8chan culture and turning away, or chan culture.
No, they're trying to change it because they feel that if they can't really do much with it, they might as well just destroy it.
Yeah. Here's the funny thing too. They got Moot, but that destroyed him. It's like once he turned SJW, they're just like, oh, you idiot, why did you cave? It's like, well, you shouldn't be spreading personal information. Discussing someone using their sex life as a tool to promote their game, especially when there's money involved. And keep in mind, it wasn't released for free, or it wasn't going to be released for free until after Robin Williams' death, which is like a couple days after the 28th.
Was it supposed to be? Was it supposed to be released for free, or was it just?
No. She only decided to release it for free.
She was supposed
after.
to put it up
For $5
for it. Yeah, some money. I wouldn't be surprised if it was $20 from these
Yeah, it
people.
was after Robin
I would be laughing.
died. It was after Robin Williams died that she decided to release it for free. But if people's money is on the line and nobody knew that she was planning on releasing it for free after that, once she released it for free, fine. You know what? Fine. All he has to do is disclose it. But if you use your sex life to potentially get a positive coverage of a game, for people to lose money on, we're allowed to criticize that. You know.
I know, and people were trying to call it out. Like, was she planning to make this? She was planning to sell this?
Yeah, she was. But it looked like Zoe Quinn was planning to sell this. And I got pissed off at the people white knighting her. Even Review Tech USA white knighted her.
Yeah, because people were just getting pissed off with Zoe because, look, yes, you're going to deal with the assholes who are going to criticize you about the game because, yeah, the game's crap. I played it myself. I just didn't really think it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'd rather play Cult Ethics Quest. That's much more entertaining.
Well, part of the whole thing that makes this whole thing hilarious too is like, games don't have to be fun. We know they don't have to be fun. I mean, when you play a game like let's say Slender or any horror game, you're not playing it to have fun. You're playing to get scared. We know games can be so much more than just like fun. And we don't. And if those games are released, we actually like them.
Yeah.
Look at the
Five
Last of
Nights
Us.
at Freddy's.
That game's not fun at all, and people love that game for some stupid reason.
Last of Us?
Yeah.
Actually, was a pretty entertaining game.
Well, it was entertaining. That's not the same thing as fun, in the way that they're meaning, right? So
if you mean it like that, then Call of Duty.
Yourself as a punk artist who's revolutionizing gaming, and it's just like no. People have done far more with far less than you have, I might add, and just in less resources than you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind
and
of.
they don't act like a privileged piece of crap like you.
You know what? She actually did voice work on what was the game, Jazz Punk, with Jim Sterling. I swear to God, that's why he is on the anti-GG leaning at least. Because he knows Zoe Quinn, and therefore he's like, oh, I believe everything she says because I know her personally,
Mm-hmm.
And I asked the question in one stream, it's like, how many people does Zoe Quinn fucking know? And she knows everybody. That's why they all believe her, right?
Pretty much.
Adam Sessler, Tim Schafer, all of them.
All of them. It's like, oh, and then you have Ian Miles Chong saying, when someone wanted to talk about Zoe Quinn, he's like, I'm not comfortable sharing Zoe Quinn's docs in an interview. It's like, it's not doxing if we're talking about her, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I think there's something going on with Zoe Quinn. That's all I have to say. There must be something going wrong because there could be no way.
I heard that she's talking to the guy from Reading Rainbow.
Oh man.
That's still a thing? Reading Rainbow?
Yeah. Everyone likes that show for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
What show is that from? PBS?
But the question-
Is that the PBS one?
Yeah, PBS.
You're sounding like a cat.
Yeah, I'm probably looking up the internet right now.
Yeah, that Ralph retort loading is hitting you.
Yeah, I'm just looking on the internet.
Ralph. Oh man, Ralph.
It's
You know what?
GG's
Ralph
gets
has
green.
improved. Like in the beginning, he was almost a troll.
Oh yeah, they're having Dallas. GG.
What's that? Did that already happen?
I think it happened.
Oh wow, that's cool. Ralph, I think he's a valuable asset because he's like someone compared him to the TMZ of Gamergate, and it's just like, yep, that's probably a valid comparison.
Yeah, but you know what? TMZ is not always wrong, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see right
Mostly
here.
whites.
There's Brandon Morris right there.
It's just like, why are you defending this guy for? Because he doesn't pretend to be a journalist.
He's true. He's
Yeah.
not being like a. Oh, you know what the funniest thing is?
It's
look
nice to
at
see Storm
Gamergate.
Blossom.
Look at the Gamergate conventions. Just look at them all. It's like it's just basically it's multicultural. It's like you get everybody and everyone from different walks of life, and they come together for a Gamergate convention.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to meet
And then
Jenny
you
Barrage,
see,
though.
and then you see the anti-Gamergate convention talk about white people everywhere.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet Jenny Barrage on July 4th in Vancouver at the
You're going to
GTNBC.
Vancouver?
Yeah.
July
Oh
4th.
man.
Yeah.
Why do people hate her so much? She's actually a gamer. I looked at her Instagram and stuff. She's been a gamer
Well,
even
because
all
they
the way
were
back
angry at
as
her for daring to ask for money to help launch a site, as part of the rebuild initiative. And it's just like, $50,000? That's too much. And it's just like, oh.
Yeah, some web developers were like, hey, I could do that under less than that.
They're full of shit. It takes a lot of money to make a website.
No,
It's a good website, like a high-quality website we're talking about.
Yeah.
She wants to make a
random-
professional website. Plus, she got a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that she's doing all that means she's serious.
Yeah.
She's serious about this, and then these
I'm
trolls
actually,
are just, I call them trolls because they're acting like trolls.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go up to her on that GGNBC meetup and say, listen, I'm going to give you some music of mine for free to use in your videos. Just use it. I love what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is live, Victor Blanchat.
Yeah.
What was Victor saying? Oh, that's on. Okay.
Yeah, I already told him. Yes, it's live.
Mm.
Boop, 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 boop,
I think he's
boop,
talking
boop.
to Michael about that. He's trying to address some
Is
issues.
Michael jumping on, or?
I wish Michael would jump on because I would like to hear from him about what's going on.
Yeah, he just responded to me. He hasn't been on Reddit all day, so I don't know what the Reddit drama is all about either. So
I don't know what's going on with Reddit. I don't give a care.
Reddit? Well, go on Reddit. Let's go on
Reddit.
Reddit.
When you see a troll come along, you must kick it.
In the Reddit.
Yeah. Kick it in the Reddit.
Yeah.
Get on the Reddit Chan board.
What if Gorman Freeman was a girl? It's like,
Who would
fine.
say
What
that?
is Morgan Freeman was a girl?
Oh man, that was good.
Why does everybody think I'm crazy? Kojima did nothing wrong.
It was a good house. Anyways,
We'll just blame it on anti-GG.
No.
Kojima disappeared.
Nah, we realized that Kojima, left because because his so-called boss wants to do something different. That's fine.
You know what?
Creative differences, man.
It's their downfall. They
Yeah.
lose Kojima.
No, they want to focus on the gambling industry.
Oh man. Oh, Klinko.
what? Oh yeah, gambling. Sorry, I thought you said
Yeah,
Klinko?
they want to do the pachinko machines, the slot
Pachinko.
machines. You name it. They're going into
Yeah.
that because that's what's making big money for them.
Yeah, it'll only make big money for them for so long. It's not like they're going to be making money for them forever.
Yep, it's been an interesting week. That's for sure.
Mhm.
Like every time, it's funny because every time I've gone to Kotaku in Action every day, I have to go back a couple pages now every day to document everything. There's so much stuff going on that it's almost busier than it was at the beginning because there was a lot of
Next
activity.
person
at the
is
beginning.
George Zimmerman. Do a better job, please.
Yeah,
Oh, you don't.
Oh,
we
man,
should.
George Zimmerman got shot today.
You know what we should do for an Operation George Zimmerman? Post a whole bunch of pictures of George Zimmerman in front of David Ferrasi.
Have Michael do some photo manipulation of some of them.
Yeah, I'll be like
Yes.
whole David Ferrasi and George Zimmerman behind George Zimmerman just like pointing a gun at him.
No, better yet, just do George Zimmerman and Deborah Frosty. And I can't say it. I can't say it. I want to say it, but
I would
can't.
like to see. I would like to see a Photoshop editing of him like going with Deborah Frosty holding a gun behind his head, like one of the little pictures.
But I was wondering what happened there. Like George Zimmerman got shot. I didn't hear about that.
No, I didn't hear. I didn't think that he was. So
all
maybe
Deborah
James
Frosty is just a freak, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, him and his like on Badass Digest, Andrew Todd called us domestic terrorists, and it's just like, fuck off.
Hmm.
We don't have to interact with these people.
No, I don't interact with any of them. It's like, you guys called us ISIS, you called us terrorists, you called us rapists, you called us everything you could think of. Well, guess what? We're not gonna be there for you guys anymore.
Tester implies that Gamergate is an assassination of feminists.
Assassination of feminists, really?
No, Ubisoft lead tester implies that Gamergate is an assassination of a feminist.
Oh man!
It's like anything bad happens in the world. Gamergate. Gamergate.
You know what the best thing about that is he works for Ubisoft. That means you could tell them that, hey, guess what? These guys are just they're trying to take a political stance on a gaming issue that could potentially be hazardous to your bottom line when you make games.
Mm-hmm.
Say it like that, and
yeah, well, they're just pointing out that she got harassed. I don't think Gamergate even understands that. That's not us.
I know.
It's like, here's your evidence, Gamergate. Okay, she got harassed. And does it involve us? Do MRAs have any evidence of a man going through the same?
Yes.
Yes. And that person happens to be... Guess?
Who?
Jack Thompson?
Yeah, Jack Thompson, and also... Josh Whedon.
Josh Whedon.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Whedon.
Everyone gets a lot of. Everyone gets this. That's why it's the common thread. Trolls for everything. And then when I point that out, to Ashley Lynn, so basically her response was, "You're harboring them." I'm just like, oh, fuck off.
You know what? They just don't get it, do they?
No.
Nope, they don't.
They will never get it. Let's just face it.
Here's another one. I still agree with David Ferrazzi.
What? Who? Which one is that?
That's Margaret.
Okay.
Being funny again.
Yep. That's her shtick.
Yeah, that's her shtick, being funny.
Yeah.
Trying to be edgy with those little comic lines. I still agree with somebody with that has an opinion about it.
It is. Yeah. I get a good chuckle every morning on Twitter, but at the same time, it's like, do you not have anything else to do with your day?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I play Battlefield 4 and I get mad at
Yeah, the whole Operation Deep Freeze was a success. Everyone on Twitter is upset with Operation Deep Freeze, with the website Deep Freeze.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's a hit list. No, it's a record of your stupid actions, you stupid fucks.
Yeah, like, oh my god, they just kill me. It's like they say this shit every time. It's like,
no. It's like, well, I heard one of them say basically that Deep Freeze, it was basically a list of people we don't like. It's like, kind of, yeah. At the same time, we're not trying to force you out of the industry. We just want you to improve your goddamn practice, you dumbasses.
Yeah, I know, and they just think that we're trying to hurt everybody. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, we're just trying to show you that how bad that you guys are doing in the industry.
You guys are retarded, and I can say that because I am an autistic person. Therefore, I can say the R word without repercussion. I'm a composer. I love my job.
Yeah. imagine somebody doing the whole rap song, mansplaining, block, block, block.
You know, I wrote a rap song once, and I still have the lyric sheet with me. It was, looking back on it now, I almost puked because the lyrics are so fucking bad.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what you do when you're a lyricist, and when you write lyrics and stuff, keep a folder of all the stuff you've ever written. Like, keep something.
Yeah.
Like
I
a
was
record,
watching
and then you
the
can look
sound.
back at it and puke. I almost literally, I almost puked reading some of my old lyrics. It was just like, oh, that shit is horrible.
Yeah, you probably were. Okay, Gatorade is about harassment, not ethics.
Yeah,
Who
you can
said
go
that?
fuck yourself.
Tom's Guide is a. Yeah. Oh boy, these websites are just getting really stupid.
Yeah, it's about
course
harassment.
it's
It's about
stupid.
harassment. You know how I know? You know how I know? Because someone's getting harassed by a troll right now, and that troll is obviously a gamergator. Yes.
Trolls.
SJW, okay, SJW Reptilians at it again. She's been at it for a long time with us about Gamergate, trying to convince everyone, oh, they're neo-Nazis, oh, they're bad people, oh, they're Uncle Toms and all this other shit. You guys should represent them.
But this is what pisses me off with people in Gamergate as well. And I have to say this: there are people that do love to slut shame some women, and that pisses me off at times.
Yeah, I could do
Who?
without the Anita Sarkeesian caricatures that basically like try to make her out to be some Jewish caricatures, you know?
They do that
I
for
could
a
do
long
without
time.
those.
She's Armenian.
Yeah, I could do without those because that's just low.
No, but I remember when I was talking about that one girl that was bullied to suicide and stuff. I remember someone that from time to time jumps into Andrew streams. I'm not going to mention my name. Called this girl. Yeah, but she was a slut. She posted nudes of herself, and I'm like, that's not the case. You said that she was bullied to suicide. Basically, that does not matter. They told you that they kept trying to say stop it, and you wouldn't. You people wouldn't. So.
Yeah.
But I remember looking in the chat during the stream last time, and they said that in the thing.
Yeah. It's a tough thing to sort out when something like that happens. Because we had it in Canada with a girl named Rhea Parsons.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about her.
Yeah. So there's lots of ways that the internet like fucks over people, and the sooner we realize this is a common issue, the sooner we can work together to stop that sort of shit. Like, I understand Crash Override Network. I understand the intent. You know, I fully support it. If they want to have an anti-harassment network, go ahead. As long as they stay.
Yeah, but
within
Randy
the-
Harper won't help out girls like girls like Amanda Todd or someone like that were bullied to suicide, or try to help them out that are being bullied. Randy Harper won't do that to those girls. She'll just continue to be a horrible human being.
Mhm.
She always has been.
It's like I said, harassment has happened to these people, but it's the trolls that have been affecting everyone that have been doing the harassment.
And the funniest thing is a lot of these antis are the same trolls that bullied these young girls and boys to suicide.
I bet you any money that's probably part of the case.
And a lot of some people on our side are just as guilty of this. Just like how I said, the ones in the stream, I actually was talking about Amanda Todd, that one girl from Canada that was bullied to suicide.
Yeah.
And I said that, and you said this guy, I'm not going to really mention on the stream who it is, but he says, but yeah, she was a slut though. Like that, he said that.
No, she wasn't a slut.
No, she wasn't. She posted nudes of herself, or had nudes.
What happened was she posted nudes when she was like 12.
Yeah, and
then they use that information against her. People are idiots. We have idiots, we have idiots on the anti-GG side. There's idiots and trolls everywhere. Like, they will not stop.
We had to point out that when you post nudes of a little girl,
yeah, it's pedophilia.
It's
And
pedophilia.
but to say that they posted nudes and they're a slut and this person's on our side, that's giving the antis more ammunition. And they said this in Androidall's in the live chat in Androidall's streams like that. It just pissed me off. I'm like, oh.
It's
Don't
like
the vlogs disappear once the hangout ends?
Yeah, I know it does, but Sarah Butts trolls those things. You know that, right? You happen to know that Butts always trolls the
yeah. And
live
speaking
chat.
of which, we did find out about the little blog that talked about her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was funny.
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous. I was like looking at that thread. I was like, ha 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 ha.
Got you now.
Yeah, I was laughing like, who's laughing now, bitch?
What Sarah's been she's been at
And
for a
people
long
are
time.
honestly defending this shit. And it's like, I'm just like, you guys are proving us right about
You're
this.
hypocrites, and that's why we hate a lot. You know what's funny? And I just gotta say this. I gotta go soon, but I gotta get something to eat. But I just
That's
gotta say this. A lot of Gamergate is also battling hypocrisy. It's like, oh, we don't want to cover what happened between Zoe Quinn and Nathan Grayson because it's not in the public interest and we don't want to do harm. Okay, so what was slandering Brad Wardell and Max Temkin? Fucking hypocrites.
Yeah.
Damn you. You can't just decide one thing and then decide, oh, I'm going to do the opposite because it's for the right cause or the narrative is more important. It's like Steve Totila. He went on that comment thread and he basically said, oh, the Max Temkin article, Patricia Hernandez was trying to write an article about something important, and Max Temkin was just like a collateral damage. Just like, fuck you, Stephen Totila. You just admitted to being a goddamn hypocrite. Go fuck yourself.
I know, and he kind of admitted a lot of other shit. Like, he liked the people that he was working for and working with.
Ugh.
And the fact that these people are sticking up for Sarah Butts, like, for now that we have actual evidence that Sarah Butts could be just like this, just what she's done, how she's targeted little boy, or the accusations that she's targeted little boys on the internet.
Yeah.
This right here.
You can't then, if you support Sarah Butts, you can't then come to us and say, oh, well, you support 8chan, which hosts child porn, therefore you're evil.
Well, they can't. No, they're actively supporting someone.
Let me point out something right here that all the evidence that was gathered against her, her name is her username, Retro Snowcone. That's her. That's Sarah Butts. Close up, Sarah Butts.
I can't stand that woman.
And it's like, they don't seem to understand what's going on here. Like, I hate having to show her picture, but that's what she looks like.
It's really creepy.
Yes, it is creepy. But
that's a disgusting human being because of what she's done.
Yeah, and it's like this is her account,
Madison, Wisconsin?
Retrograde Snowcone, yeah.
Oh.
Retrograde Snowcone. That's what she calls herself, Retrograde Snowcone, and her username.
Oh.
This is what we are up against. And she's the owner of the website. This is her website. This is what people were trying to point out on the thing, that she was the owner of Final Fantasy Shrine.
I remember visiting that site. I got music off that site one time. God damn, I feel dirty.
Yeah. And the fact that she's the owner, but did you hear about the rumors about the owner?
No. I only ever went there for the Final Fantasy, I believe it was 4 soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What rumors?
That she was getting pictures from 13-year-old kids.
Ugh.
That disgusts me when that happens.
Yes, and that's why... Yes, and even VG Cats were talking about this on their old forums back in 2007.
Sarah Butts, I hope you get thrown in jail.
Yeah, there needs to be some consequences for this woman.
The only thing is she supports pedophilia. She's not technically... She admits that she's a pedophile because she even said it, but she hasn't touched any children. She
But
admits she's
still, you could be put on the National Sex Offender Registry for
saying that you're a pedophile.
no for getting like taking pictures of 13-year-old boys like that for having child pornography. You could still
I don't
get
think
on
she
this.
does.
If she's smart, which I know she isn't, she has deleted all evidence of the photograph, any photographs she may have had. But the FBI can do amazing shit with hard drives nowadays.
Yeah. And the fact is, okay, she said this right here. But for the record, yes, I'm a pedophile. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, just like Ben Kuchera. Pedophilia is not a moral wrong, you know.
It's like she basically admits she is one. And no one seems to get the idea what we're up against and why we're trying to tell people, look, she's a pedophile. She admits it. But yet you guys keep defending her about it because you think it's okay because we're the bad guys. You're not going to take our word for it? That F you so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to deny that her existence in your side is great. You realize that this stuff
makes you look horrible.
Yeah, and look, the hypocrisy of lying of Sarah Nuremberg, S&R Butts, retrograde snow cones, tweets denying being a pedophile and condemning pedophilia. And she kind of went on she posted the Daily Dot saying that 8chan is a central hive of Gamergate and is also active pedophilia in that, and I remember that article.
Doesn't 4chan have a he board too, though? And all that sorts of stuff that was pointed out?
Yeah, but they
we won't go after
shit.
Moot. Hypocrites. Fucking hate these people. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna get something to eat.
Go ahead, man.
It's been sweet.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope your viewers enjoyed me. If you want more, go to my channel, uncut_salt. Please subscribe. I need subscribers. Have a good night.
And it's like they just don't get it. They just the more we try to explain to these people, she's a freaking pedophile. She said this on a freaking board back in 2005. Why are you not listening?
All I have to say is this right here.
We have evidence.
We can't.
And they're gonna say, "Fuck your evidence." You're
okay, JT. We can't really call her that right now because she hasn't been convicted of it yet.
I know she isn't convicted, but we have evidence to prove she is.
But she could be convicted in the long run. That's all I could say is she could be convicted because of this new evidence that's coming out.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Her constant assaults, her constant slander and stuff like that. I'm not sure that she could really go to jail, but she could lose a lot of money and face a lot of fines.
I know,
and the stuff she said.
And a lot of stuff she said kind of pissed off a lot of people, especially the women in Gamergate.
This right here, this woman right here it's like the poster child of how bad a troll could get.
Yeah. And you're contributing to the issue that, oh, and by the way, Felicia Day, F you too.
What did Felicia Day do this time?
She added her on freaking Twitter as a friend.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. You know what? Felicia Day wants to. This right here, we have to
associate with her. That's fine.
We have to show this to like every other YouTuber that likes to work Felicia Day, saying, "Yeah, Felicia Day supports these kind of people."
Yeah,
because there's a lot of YouTubers with families out there.
I know, and this is the kind of shit that we're dealing with. Mm-hmm. This is the kind of BS we're dealing with, and yet we have to deal with the liars. She tries to derail this stuff. We try to tell people this is what they're doing. She's a liar. She's trying to manipulate the truth out of people. Mm-hmm. And this is what pisses me off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, man. We got to get
here. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is what pissed me off.
She needs
Felicia
Day needs to know that this could kill her credibility. If Sarah Butts does get arrested and charges get brought against her, Sarah Nyberg, that is, she could. And Felicia Day supports her. It's known that Felicia Day
she's following Randy Harper.
Of course, she's sold on Randy Harper. Randy Harper is a horrible human being.
Tim Schafer.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Liam O'Brien. Yeah.
Liam
Hold on. Ben Kuchera.
Who gives a shit about him? Who gives a shit about him?
Kevin Smith. Okay, that's a good guy.
It's just the celebrities. Adam Savage, another celebrity. Wired.
Is he good? This is Sarah Butts. Dun dun dun.
Sarah Nyberg, level 2 social justice doge. She considers herself in the social justice warrior area. And that's what's on your site, Anti-Gamergate. It's people like her. Oh, Rhett and Link. Really? She's following them.
No, this is Felicia Day. She's following.
I know, but I have to say this to to people like Rhett and Link who have families. I know one of them has children, so to say
I'm
that
going to say this, Felicia Day.
Pedophile.
For not believing us, for not trying to be honest with you or telling the truth. If you don't believe us, fine. Take her side, defend her.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of innocent people that are being accused here because of Sarah, wasting her time trying to manipulate you, including you can defend Will Wheaton, you can defend her, you can do whatever you want, but it doesn't matter. Screw you, Will Wheaton.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit about any of them.
Yeah, and also Cluey, Chris Cluey.
Oh man,
F him too. He can go to hell too. Yeah, because she's doing good work. No, she's not doing any good work. She's doing the worst work possible, lying to people, manipulating you to convince everybody, oh, how horrible we are. And that's what pissed us off. That's why everyone's pissed off at Sarah Butts for months. She's been lying to you. She's been dishonest with you. And she's been trying to manipulate the narrative to help the other side out.
Yeah.
She's been derailing conversations that pissed us off to the point that she needs to get off Twitter.
She's not going to get off Twitter.
She'll never will. I know that.
She's a troll. That's all I have to say. She's a troll. She'll never get off Twitter. And the only way you could really handle this troll is by showing the FBI all the evidence we have on her.
I know. And this is the kind of things that we're dealing with right now.
And that's the only way you could truly get Sarah Butts off of Twitter is by showing the actual evidence that we have against her and getting Twitter to finally handle her.
I know.
I mean, she's probably still doing this now. Who knows what she does in private?
I know. And the thing is, this is what's pissing us off right now.
And the fact that someone goes after children like that, getting photos from them, what else will they do? That's all I have to say.
I know.
And that's all I think right now is.
I know, because we've been. It pisses us off that these people would honestly do this.
And all I have to say is, when Sarah's time comes and she goes to jail,
guess what? Guess what, Felicia Day?
Mm-hmm.
You're a pedo supporter.
Be careful what you say there. She hasn't been convicted yet.
She's a pedo supporter.
Okay, but Sarah hasn't been convicted.
She's not a pedophile technically, but she is a pedo supporter.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to say.
She supports Sarah Butts, but that's just about it. How much do you want to bet?
She's a pedo enablist or something like that.
Okay, but all I have to say is this. All I have to say is this. When it comes down to it, and the police arrest Sarah Butts for the stuff she's done in the past, when her past catches up to her and she's being brought into jail, these people are going to start jumping away, start screaming, saying, "We did not know. We did not know." like that.
Yeah, because that stuff that she's been, if she's trying to say, "Oh, it's just a joke," it's just a joke. Bullshit. She said that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like the one that said Proto Mario after creepily talking to his daughter, like saying weird, stupid shit to his daughter, and then they say to him, "At least I have, at least they have, at least this creep has." This creep, he said, he basically claimed to have child pornography. He said it like that. He had child pornography, and he said it like that. And Proto was forced to call the FBI up almost instantly.
Yeah, because this kind of behavior. Okay, so Jenny phase 1 thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
anything else besides depressing Sarah Butts news?
All right, let me look at what. Oh, it's just the website. Let's see. Survey, the game review survey. She brought that up. The blog. Let's see. The blog is up and running. Okay, so that's what they're trying to do. Well, this is kind of a weird setup. Kind of looks like Ralph Retorts, and let me see what they're trying to do here on Base Gamer. Well, phase 1. Okay, sign up and reserve your username. Let's see.
Based Gamer.
Yeah.
Has it been really made yet?
Not yet. They
need to start doing some articles. I mean, like
they already did a blog. They already have a blog up and running. It's just the Ralph Retort style type blog, which is the.
Oh. That's still not as professional as it could be with her.
Yeah, because right now we're still waiting for that website to come out, and they said phase 1 is here. So I'm gonna go ahead and invite her to E3 live stream if she wishes to come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover the Bethesda one. I want to cover that one.
That's fine.
That's what fine. I want to cover because on my channel it's because Fallout 4 is going to be announced.
Me and Sonic are going to do a live stream, and I hope we have all of you show up for this because we're going to be making fun of E3 if anybody shows up on that thing. Like Tim Schafer will make fun of his beard.
I hope he brings a sock. If he brings a sock puppet at E3, how much you want to bet they will? That'll be his last time at E3.
Yeah, because right now, hopefully, Base Gamer will succeed with their little thing that they're doing because already they're saying phase 1 has begun. So the whole phase 2 of the test site might begin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, that's weird. Because right now we're just dealing with a lot of crap. Let's see. Oh, good, that game's up and running. Let's see. Well, that's totally funded. Not Bloodstained is Ritual of the Night is funded. That's good. Well, we succeeded on what we did. Now we got to move on to the next operation.
So Base Gamer's still alive, basically.
Yeah, Base Gamer's still alive.
I'm wondering if Kotaku, when Kotaku goes, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because they lost all their advertisers.
Somewhat. They're still around.
But I mean, how long will they be able to keep Kotaku out of all of them?
Until something bad happens, like what happened with what game?
What? You're cutting out.
Doing.
You're cutting out.
I know. Let's see.
There's not much to talk about.
I know. There's like we already cut through the whole issue with the SPJ.
If we could get Michael on,
SPJ.
then we would have a lot to talk about.
Because we need to talk about goodgamers.
Mm-hmm.
And other websites, because everyone's going to Niche Gamer, but everyone complains about they're doing clickbait. Same with every other website.
Even Michael
They're trying to attract audience.
Michael has a thing called clickbait garbage.
Yeah, because he honestly admits, and a lot of people were complaining about his article that he wrote about Chris Cluey.
Yeah.
Talking about that she supports pedophilia. They support a person who likes pedophilia, and basically, hey, that's your thing, Chris Cluey, because Chris Cluey's an idiot.
Oh, I love when they're F upset E3. LOL. Well said, Batman. Well said.
I know, and it's kind of weird what's going on. It's likely that everyone has an issue with it.
Yep.
Because right now there's websites that are trying to compete. I know goodgamers.us, as you might as well see, is no more, but they're still around. Mm-hmm. It's just a shame that this website right here is gone. Same with let's see, what was that other one? No. It was Indie 2-Stash is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Their website is no longer around because Chris Jensen said goodbye. And it's sad, too, because he kind of said the message here that after 2 years of covering amazing indie games, it's time to say goodbye. I thought about this for a long time, but it is time to shut off the lights, lock the doors, and walk into the sunset. The reason for shutting down the site are many. Not being able to pay my writers, not generating enough revenue to run the site full time. Paying the host, trying to be an editor, a PR guy, a video editor, and an assistant, and everything else was just too stressful. I tried to give full attention to the site because of it. I fell behind on bills and strained relationships with close friends because of the amount of time and money I spent trying to make this site a success. What's most frustrating is that I stopped enjoying video games in a world where people can get thousands of dollars donated to them by simply lying and harassing people they don't agree with. I decided that I'm better than that and would not sink to that level in order to keep this site afloat.
Okay.
And the fact is, this guy was really, really nice. He wrote a neutral article about Gamergate.
Mm-hmm.
And he was willing to talk to
site
us.
Traffic.
And he lost a lot of traffic. No one bothered to care about video games anymore or indie games.
And we have Anita Sarkeesian to blame for that because of her attitude towards everything. Fire she lit up.
It's not that. It's just he was willing to welcome everybody to his website.
Mm-hmm.
Giving us an alternative to go to websites that could offer news about games. But no one wanted to show up because no one really cared or bothered to talk about that website. And it seemed like it was a very interesting website. It's just a shame that, he had us to close it down because he didn't get that much traffic to his website. He was offering an alternative. He was offering a chance for everyone to show up and check out his website. Same with Tech Raptor, same with everything else. It's just a shame that most of these websites can't get the traffic they want to generate. It's the same with good gamers. They try to offer an alternative for gamers to show up at their website as well. It's just sad that, well, they had to close down because not many people gave a crap about it either. They were offering a place where they can give you honest reviews for honest games. But
oh man,
the top dogs, well, are Tech Raptor. Right now, Tech Raptor's like trying to compete. Same with let's see what else. See if I remember.
Well, he does have a skull talking. Monday, Matt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the animated skull.
Yeah. The Sony press conference, lose, watch. Yep. Well, we're going to probably make fun of the whole thing at E3.
Yeah.
Let me see. What else? Tech Raptor and what was that other website? Niche Gamer. Hello?
Yes.
All right, let me go ahead and see what Niche Gamer has. They have a lot of content. I have to admit, Niche Gamer did okay for themselves, and they have a lot of content. It's just a shame that some PR company wanted nothing to do with them because they don't have that much of an audience to watch. But heck, they're drawing a lot of traffic for their website.
I mean, Ship to Block 20 needs more traffic, but I'm not sure how much.
And they're offering a forum that you can discuss things. Like they've been trying to advertise it. Talking about Gamergate, you can talk about the political BS about what's going on in games. They're offering that without any, discussion about it because he was offering a forum for that too. It's just a shame that people just don't understand what's going on. Yeah, and it's just a shame that this stuff's been going on for a while. Yes, this is the Skype cabal.
Yeah.
This is the Skype cabal that we're dealing with right now. Yes, full disclosure, I'm in the Skype cabal.
Who said that?
Full disclosure.
Oh.
I'm a part of the GG Illuminati slash GG pros thing.
Yeah, we're all a part of it. It's like I love the jokes that they keep putting on.
Yeah, right now we're gonna be probably talking to some people from the Illuminati. For example, Jay-Z, which Jay-Z's probably on our Gamergate pros list. No, we're just joking. Jay-Z's not in our list.
They don't know that.
They don't know, and they should know.
We have a lot of hidden stuff that we have on our list. Like we have the secret layout. We have people that were once members of the Skull and Bones Society on there.
Yes, and the internet warlords.
Yes, and we're creating our devious ways of taking over the world.
Yeah.
I don't get why like Anonymous goes so crazy over the Illuminati.
Because the people got killed.
There are people like, oh man.
Yeah. Because the people got killed a while back. You might say that they were missing people that disappeared.
Oh.
Probably they got arrested, but I don't know.
Yeah, of course, because Anonymous, they do some criminal activity. Not all the time, but
Let me see.
Some of the times, yeah. Oh man, I was looking at Monday Match channel, and he's talking about the woman who took pictures of a guy and called him a creep, saying that he was a pedophile, and she got the wrong guy.
She got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, social justice at work.
Yeah, she says this man's a pedophile. Be careful, like that.
Yeah, and also I forgot about Game Nosh as well. Everyone visit Game Nosh.
Mm-hmm.
They have very good, awesome articles, and plus the person who is working there is an awesome guy. I forgot his name. Let me see. It's
Holy shit, Batman.
yeah.
Skype cabal, heresy, burn at stake.
Yeah, at least I'm being honest with you guys.
What, the fact that we
have a Skype cabal? All right.
Yeah,
Tyler Vela. Everyone likes Tyler, so go ahead and he has a Facebook, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and add him as a friend. Everybody, add Tyler Vela on Facebook. There's his face. I'll add him on Twitter.
You just showed your personal Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, I might as well add him on Twitter as well. This is the guy that everyone's talking about. Very nice guy. Very nice fellow. Sad that he left Gamergate Pros because he had an issue with it.
What issue do you have with Gamergate?
The drama. We were talking about some stuff over A team.
Oh, great.
Yeah. He kind of left
they need
because
to learn when to shut up. A-Team needs to learn when to shut up.
No, he's cool with them. That's the problem. That's what happened. He kind of we were talking shit about Team, and he kind of got upset with that. So what? Who cares? They can talk whatever they want to. It's not a big deal. It's just them acting like assholes. Because Red was talking about Team. Because what happened was Team was like joking about the whole. You remember that whole incident with the person who tried to do that whole Super Smash Brothers code thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That pissed me off, and Alien kind of went off and thought, "Oh, that was a funny idea. Maybe I should do that." Same with everyone else. Thought it was a great idea to do it because they thought they could emulate that whole thing with a 13-year-old boy that wanted those Pokemon codes.
Oh man, you don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, I personally don't really have an issue with A-Team that much. It's just A-Team just happens to be that way. Well,
okay, I'm getting really tired here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cook dinner pretty soon.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Shut it down, everybody. Shut it down. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry that this was a boring live stream.
Yeah, there wasn't many people on here. I was trying to get more people on, but
yeah, I would bring more people on, but they don't want to come on. They're bored.
Here's how you do it. You put the link in Twitter itself and see who comes on.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, I know. I understand Batman. It's just the issue that people have. They think that the whole... They try to be funny, but they're not. That's the issue that some normies have with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Yeah.
And leave this on a high note. No problem. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And good night.
Good night.
Good night.